Now on CoastTV News.
Lewes passes on recreational pot, but the door is still open for other parts of the marijuana business.
A taxing decision, Lewes City Council brings up 2 rate increases that could impact the tourism industry.
Killed biking down the road, an Ocean City death shines a spotlight on a serious safety hazard.
The brink of conflict, tension in the Middle East nearing a boiling point as U.S. and other allies push for peace.
And it was a beautiful day on the Delmarva Peninsula, but I'm tracking more sunshine, more lower humidity, and a look at the tropics in your full forecast ahead.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
No pot shops. Lewes makes the call on recreational marijuana sales. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 11. We begin tonight with breaking news.
The Lewes City Council making a big decision on marijuana tonight, but the details are important here. The council voted to ban retail sale of pot in city limits, but, and this isn't important, but they will continue to consider cultivation, manufacturing, and testing facilities. From the retail side of things, Lewes joins a number of coastal towns and cities that have opted for a ban, including Bethany Beach, Rehoboth Beach, and more. Georgetown is one of the few places that has bucked the trend and opted to allow those businesses. After that decision, we wanted to go out into the community and get some reaction to this discussion.
I think I do agree on keeping just the downtown clean from that smell. Honestly, I'm not against medicinal marijuana or the use of marijuana, but I just feel it just gets a more of a more natural environment. Just
my own personal opinion is that I would not be in favor of legalizing it. It's probably just a moral thing on my behalf.
Even with retail sales out, the statewide application process to operate cultivation centers or testing facilities, that opens in just a few days to apply. That's August 19th. Perhaps more importantly, it closes September 30th of this year, and there are a limited number of total licenses in each category that are going to be approved. New tonight and staying in Lewes, where the mayor and city council also weighed in on 2 tax hikes that would take effect, hotels and short-term rentals.
Mayor Andrew Williams recommended sending the 2 proposed tax increases to the Finance Committee for further discussion. People we spoke with are worried that raising these rates could be taxing for tourism. Adrian Gallagher is the Lewes rental manager for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. She worries more vacancy signs will light up Lewes if City Council approves tax hikes on hotels and short-term rentals like Airbnbs and bed and breakfasts.
People are going to go other places.
Gallagher says if Lewes raises the gross receipts rental tax to 6%, short-term rental owners will end up paying a 10.5% tax once the state of Delaware implements a 4.5% tax in January.
The economy hasn't been great over the last year, so an additional percent could mean people just don't come to the area, they go someplace else. 10.5% total is pretty high for our area in general. So they could go to Ocean City, they could go to New Jersey, they could go overseas to Europe.
But others see financial benefits.
It doesn't seem like that much of an increase to me, and I think that we should look at ways of getting extra money since the city is in need of it.
Mayor Andrew Williams said back in the spring that the tax increase would level the playing field for short-term rentals. Gallagher says renting has been slower this year as people take overseas that they put off during the COVID-19 pandemic.
We want business to come here. We need it for our restaurants. We need it for everyone.
A taxing decision for the tourism industry in Lewes. It was acknowledged during the meeting that the plan is to have recommendations to mayor and council by the end of the year before budget season.
If you live in Maryland or shop in Maryland, this is the week to do it. Maryland Tax-Free Week started on Sunday at 12 a.m. A number of things, including clothes, shoes, book bags under $100, all exempt from Maryland's 6% sales tax for the week. CoastTV headed to the outlets in Ocean City to see how people are taking advantage of the week. And one woman told CoastTV now is a great time for the tax break.
Seriously, if any break you can get will help right now, this recession and everything that's going on. Any tax break is a good break.
The state's tax-free week ends on Saturday, August 17th. To learn more about the exemption and the items and exchanges, you can visit CoastTV.com.
Let's take a live look outside into Salisbury now to check on the weather tonight and bring in First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono joining us now with our weather. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Mallory. It's a pleasant, tranquil, calm, and cool evening on Delmarva. Here's a live look from Ocean City, Hershey's exterior cam, where it is 73 degrees. It is a tranquil evening, and we're going to continue to see those temperatures fall into the lower 60s overnight. Highs today, 85 in Georgetown. We saw 82 in Ocean City, 83 Salisbury, 82 in Cambridge under a mix of sun and clouds. Right now we're seeing 71 in Bethany Beach, 65 in Ocean Pines, 68 in Seaford, and 67 in Milton. We are dry, just a wind trough moving over, though. High pressure off to our west. We can continue to see that northwesterly flow, keeping humidity levels at bay. Waking up tomorrow morning, heading out, 64 degrees. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds, 75 by around 10, and we're going to top out only in the low 80s tomorrow, so looking pretty nice. Where we are tracking, though, the return of humidity in that extended forecast, and I'll have the latest track on Tropical Storm coming up.
Thank you, Chris. A tragic accident is raising safety questions in Ocean City. It was a deadly accident Sunday afternoon involving an e-bike. According to the Ocean City Police Department, the victim was riding in the designated bike lane and was traveling in the right direction. Ocean City is often filled with J1s and vacationers riding electric bikes and scooters as a way of their main way of transportation. One local who lives right next to where the accident happened says they understand that affordability that comes with this way of transportation.
I feel for her family, I feel for her friends, I feel for all involved. It's a horrible tragedy.
She put flowers at the location, hoping this will be a reminder for everyone to be aware and safe in Ocean City.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know who should be most responsible for reducing bike accidents on the coast.
Let's take a look at the updated results from earlier tonight. It looks like 72% of people who voted in our poll say the cyclists themselves are responsible.
We got 25% saying drivers. Everybody else is a distant third and fourth there. If you haven't voted, you still can at CoastTV.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. If you live in Milford, the basketball and pickleball courts at Memorial Park, they are ready to go. Take a look here. The town posting on their Facebook page earlier this month pictures of the newly finished and resurfaced courts. Just waiting for a good bit of friendly competition, so get out there and have some fun.
In international news, tensions rising in the Middle East. The U.S. has said it is committed to supporting Israel's security against all threats from Iran.
This as the U.S. and Israel brace for potential retaliation by Iran that could take place in the coming days. Cheryl Hubbard has the latest.
The United States and Israel are preparing for a potential Iranian attack on Israel this week. Israeli officials fear a large-scale response from Hezbollah, the Iran-backed militant group in southern Lebanon, after the group's top military commander, Fuad Shakur, was assassinated last month in Beirut. To prepare, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has deployed a nuclear-powered submarine, the USS Georgia, armed with cruise missiles, to the Middle East and ordered a carrier strike group to speed its arrival to the region.
We have and will maintain a level of readiness to preserve our national security interest in the region.
U.S. officials doubling down on allyship with Israel.
We are committed to helping Israel defend itself, and we have put robust military capabilities in the region to do just that.
A major Iranian attack against Israel could further disrupt ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas, causing even more instability in an already war-torn region.
We don't want to see an escalation, and everything we've been doing since the 7th of October has been trying to manage that risk. Those risks go up and down every day. They are certainly up right now.
In addition to the assassination of a senior Hezbollah leader, Iran and Hamas blamed Israel for the assassination of Hamas's political leader, Ismail Haniyeh, in July. Israel has not confirmed or denied responsibility. I'm Cheryl Hubbard reporting.
The recent assassinations of Hezbollah and Hamas leaders have strained ceasefire talks in the Middle East. Mediators have urged Israel and Hamas to return to the negotiating table to continue to push for a ceasefire deal. Negotiations are set to resume in the Egyptian capital Cairo or the Qatari capital Doha on Thursday.
New at 11, hacking the election. The technology age seems to be playing an outsized role in the race for presidency. Tonight, former President Donald Trump and Elon Musk had an interview on Twitter, but it was delayed, hit all kinds of audio trouble. People couldn't get in to listen at certain points. Musk at one point claimed it was due to something called a DDoS attack. That has not been verified. Meanwhile, the FBI has confirmed that it's investigating attempted efforts to hack both the Biden-Harris and Trump presidential campaigns. The investigation includes attempted hacks targeting 3 Biden-Harris campaign staffers and former Trump advisor Roger Stone. Cybersecurity and election security experts have constantly warned that foreign efforts to influence U.S. elections could include hack and leak attacks. And we've got more news for you tonight.
Still to come, homes for veterans and service members, the programs you can take advantage of to put a roof over your head.
And also the not-so-busy season. Ocean City hotels and restaurants not keeping pace with people or profits this year.
And things are looking pretty nice tomorrow in Cambridge and Crisfield, starting off in the lower 70s, rising into the lower 80s, lower humidity. Can't beat it for early August standards. We'll have your full forecast here in just a few minutes.
The biggest mattress savings are happening right now at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World. Get a Kingsdown plush or firm queen mattress with a power base for only $999.95. Shop the Labor Day mattress sale at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, Ford.
Buy a Tundra now with low 1.99 APR financing for 48 months. Or take up to $2,000 cash back on a Tundra Hybrid.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
The biggest mattress savings are happening right now at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World. Get a Kingsdown plush or firm queen mattress with a power base for only $999.95. Shop the Labor Day mattress sale at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World.
Well, we are looking pretty good on Delmarva. We saw some really nice conditions early this afternoon. Sunshine, beautiful temperatures across the area. And we are seeing temperatures right now generally in the 60s across the area. And dew points are generally in the 60s as well. As you can see, Rehoboth Beach, 72 degrees, Milford, 70, Seaford coming in at 68. Now, dew points over the next few days are generally going to be in the 50s and 60s. So a comfortable stretch of weather, to say the least, certainly for August standards. High today, 85. We were 1 degree shy of the average. The record, 98, set back in 1949. We're not going to be at that level, at least for the next 8 to 10 days. We are generally quiet throughout most of the mid-Atlantic, all thanks to that northwesterly flow. Have some activity back off to the west, but we are going to remain relatively rain-free over the next few days. Just in a few hours, you'll be able to see some of those meteors after about 2 a.m., the Perseid meteor shower. So head on out. Next few hours, we should have ideal conditions to see that. Falling, though, overnight in the low to mid-60s. So a nice cool night on Delmarva. Waking up tomorrow morning, 66 degrees, sunrise at 6:14. Winds generally calm tomorrow. And we are looking really nice over Delaware tomorrow. 83 in Milford. We'll see 77 in Rehoboth Beach, 81 in Cambridge. Down by Salisbury, 83 degrees, and we'll see 83 in Crisfield. So we are going to see a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. Wednesday, a bit warmer. We're going to be in the mid-80s inland at the coast, generally in the mid to upper 70s. And then we're going to be continuing to see the sunshine into Thursday as well. Into Assateague and Chickateague tomorrow, 79 to 73. Low risk of rip currents if you're heading at the coast. 80 in Fenwick Island as we make our way up towards Lewes. 83 on Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine through mid and late week. 86 by Thursday. So the forecast for tonight, 63 degrees, clear skies, comfortable, a terrific Tuesday, 82 degrees. And 85 on Wednesday, keeping those temperatures slightly below average. Your muggy meter, well, we're going to trend upwards once we get to Friday. And then by Saturday and Sunday, we're going to get that tropical feel back in play on Delmarva. Here's Ernesto, Tropical Storm Ernesto, kind of wrapping up here, getting its act together. We have tropical storm warnings up for the Lesser Antilles as well as Puerto Rico. Now, this system is going to make a curve to the north, become a hurricane by Thursday. Good news right now, it looks like it's going to stay away from the eastern seaboard, directly hit Bermuda. Now, we will just have to likely worry about rough surf and rip currents this weekend. We stay dry through most of the week, 87 Thursday and Friday. We do reintroduce the humidity as well as thunderstorm chances this weekend.
Thank you, Chris. Summertime in Ocean City, usually the busy season for hotels and restaurants, but a new report shows things are slowing down compared to last year. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us why this slow season may become the new norm.
Pack your luggage, roll into a hotel, and eat out for a week of vacation. That used to be the normal routine for many families vacationing in Ocean City, but now that's becoming a thing of the past. Something Thomas Fager, who is the manager at Fager's Island, has noticed.
All my friends around town and other restaurant owners, I've been hearing the same thing, that it's just not here. They're like, summer hasn't quite come yet, and they're saying, I don't think it really is going to come.
When comparing this year to last year, restaurants and hotels are not seeing the same amount of money coming in. Susan Jones, who is the executive director for the Hotel Motel Restaurant Association, explains what the new big trend is.
Really what we're seeing is the amount of people who are staying in the condominiums, that's increased, and it has surpassed the occupancy in the hotels.
Now that hotels have to compete with every house in Ocean City that's renting their home, they've seen a decrease in numbers. When comparing this year to 2023, the hotel average daily rate has gone down by 3% according to the Ocean City Tourism Report, but they're not getting the worst end of the stick.
When somebody is staying in a condo, what are they going to do? They're going to cook food in the condo. So when they're, they used to maybe eat out breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now maybe they're only eating out one meal. So really, when they stay more in the condominiums, they're going to do more cooking in the condominiums, and that's hurting the restaurants.
Fager tells CoastTV that this summer has been slow for restaurants in Ocean City and blames the economy for the sluggish season.
I think you look at it from the standpoint of tourists coming down, and they might come generally 5 to 6 times a year, and then this year they just don't have the income to spend. They're going to say, oh, we're only going to come 2 to 3 times a year instead.
For the past 3 months, restaurants have received less income than last year. Fager hopes with the help of 2 concerts happening in Ocean City that there will be more diners for the months of September and October, but Jones is not too sure. With short-term rentals becoming the new norm in Ocean City, Jones believes it'll be hard for hotels and restaurants to bounce back this summer. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
Still to come, a terrifying explosion leaves 2 dead in Maryland. What a neighbor who lived right next door found in his backyard after the fact.
And good economic news, the long-term view on inflation is starting to turn.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread, topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in flooring, to ensure you get the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
They worked with me, gave me different options, kept within that budget, completed it on time. Delmarva Design Center was awesome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% 24 Trailblazer models. Or get $500 total cash allowance on this Trailblazer. See your Delmarva Chevy dealers.
Get ready. MediaCom is now
Mobile?
Well, not just mobile, but a 5G mobile network with reliability you can count on.
Really?
Just check out this map. Coast-to-coast coverage, plus hundreds of free extreme hotspots. It's an unbeatable network, and we've got some unbeatable prices, too.
But I love this phone.
Easy. Keep your phone when you switch. And guess what? You'll love it even more. Mediacom Mobile. Learn more today.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce. But don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment. This is Coast TV News at 11.
Good news on the inflation front. A recent New York Federal Reserve report shows the 3-year inflation outlook at a new low. The monthly survey of consumer expectations indicates that respondents see inflation staying elevated over the next year, but then receding in the next couple of years after that. In fact, responses to the 3-year portion of the survey showed consumers expecting inflation at just 2.3%. which is down by 0.6 percentage points from June and the lowest in the history of the survey.
2 people are dead after a house exploded in central Maryland. This happened early Sunday morning in Bel Air. Firefighters were called to the area after receiving a report about a suspected gas leak. A short time later, a house exploded. One of the utility workers died in the blast, and authorities found the body of the homeowner, a 73-year-old wheelchair-bound man, inside the residence. A neighbor also was hurt but is expected to recover, while other neighbors are just happy to be alive.
Door actually went through this above the house next door and landed in our backyard. And again, everything shattered in the backyard and inside the house. But we're lucky because the force of the explosion kind of went just to the right of us.
A big change is coming to the way real estate agents get paid, and it kicks in just a couple of days from now on August 17th. It's part of a $418 million settlement announced in March by the National Association of Realtors. Up until now, home sellers typically had to pay 5 or 6% commission. Going forward, buyers' agents must discuss their compensation up front. They'll have to enter into a written agreement with a prospective home buyer before touring a property together.
Coming up in sports, bragging rights on the line between former Sussex and Kent County basketball stars at the end of Summer Bash.
And Delaware teachers, money is available to you. We'll tell you about a grant program you can apply for.
And your Tuesday is shaping up to be a good day on the course. We are going to see plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the low 80s, low humidity, and looking pretty nice out there tomorrow. We'll have a look at that 10-day forecast here in just a little bit.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Right now, during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Gateway Subaru, we're offering incredible savings. Save up to $3,000 on a new 2024 Subaru Outback. Plus, take advantage of great financing rates as low as 0% for 48 months. Feel the thrill and save up to $2,400 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 2.9% for 48 months. And stop by to discover the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable. Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event continues at Preston Ford.
Experience incredible deals on a massive selection of over 900 new Ford vehicles. You can save over $11,000 off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s, or get over $9,000 off MSRP on a 2023 Bronco Badlands. Shop with us online at PrestonFord.com and we'll deliver it to your driveway today. Visit Preston online or in person during the Make It Ford Summer Sales event at Preston Ford. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
School is just around the corner, and to that end, Tanger Outlets Rehoboth Beach has launched its 2024 Tanger Kids Grants Program. This program will offer Delaware teachers a chance to secure funding for educational resources. Applications are open through October 18th at grants.tanger.com. This program has provided over $3.4 million in grants to schools nationwide. The focus this year is on underserved schools and accessibility programs. Shoppers can help choose winners through members' choice voting in December, with recipients announced in January 2025.
The city of Lewes is planning to turn teal this September in honor of National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. It's the 10th annual Turn the Town's Teal event. Volunteers and survivors will be out tying teal bows around light poles in the historic district starting this Wednesday, August 21st at 11 a.m. Mayor Andrew Williams and other local officials will join the effort to honor survivors and remember the lives lost to ovarian cancer.
Buying a new home, it can be a daunting task, and in this economy, it may seem out of reach. But if you're a military veteran, service member, or eligible family member, there are programs out there to help.
One of those is VA-backed home loans. In today's Consumer Watch, we take a look at mortgage professionals and about how to make that benefit work for you when looking for your dream home.
A great benefit for those who have served in the U.S. military is a VA home loan, but many either don't know the details or how to make it work for them. That's where doing your research and talking to the right professionals makes all the difference.
The very first thing I discuss with a VA home buyer is make sure they qualify.
Jeff Wittenbach is a military veteran who became a mortgage loan officer after retiring from the Navy. He focuses on VA loans and helping veterans achieve home ownership. There are many benefits for someone using a VA loan, including no down payment required for most borrowers, competitive interest rates, and it's a lifetime benefit. While most veterans will not need to have money for a down payment with this loan, you will definitely need cash to close.
So, the state of California, I estimate about 2 to 2.5% for closing costs to close the loan. So that will cover your title, insurance, and escrow compounds. Anything needed to close the loan.
Wittenbach recommends these tips for all his clients. Do your own research, shop your own interest rate, know the difference between origination and buying points, know your credit score, and always work with VA-savvy professionals.
If you're thinking about buying, just talk to a mortgage professional, go over your DTI requirements, go over your paperwork, check assets and income, and get a game plan in place.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Patrick Cornell.
There's a big misconception that these loans always come from the VA directly. Only a very small percentage are from the VA. The vast majority are from banks. This is why it's important to shop around with different lenders.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Summer basketball action, high school age squads and teams made up of stars from the past competing at Queen Anne's County High School. For the end of summer bash at the adult level, former Kent and Sussex County basketball players battling for bragging rights. Kent County with the pass ahead, a little razzle-dazzle behind the back, and the fadeaway jumper is money. Kent County jumping out to a nice start. Next play, Kent still with the rock, sizing up his competition, then pulls up for the deep three and right in his face. Kent County was just rolling in the early minutes of this game. Moments later, they would then step in to the mid-range J, and knock it down, but Sussex County would not go down quietly in this matchup. Kent taking the wide open triple. It's off, no good. Rebound. Sussex pass ahead, and the big man lays it in for the easy deuce. Now, this next drive is a thing of beauty as Sussex with possession drives in, fakes him out, and drains the shot. What a move to shake that defender. Sussex starting to find their groove. Corey Corbin on the drive. Count the bucket and the foul. Sussex County would make it a ball game, but they would fall short in the end as Kent County takes this game. Final score 111-96. And check out a division matchup in Single A baseball tomorrow. The Shorebirds facing the Mudcats at Purdue Stadium, broadcasted live on DSN at 7 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Corvettes for a Cause, the charitable event coming to one Sussex County town this weekend.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
When Roe v. Wade fell, we all got mad. Matt Meyer got to work, helping the First Aid Abortion Fund get up and running so women can get reproductive care here in Delaware. Matt went to work protecting kids from gun violence too, reducing shootings almost 50%. As Matt's wife, I'm incredibly proud. As an emergency room doctor, I see the difference he's making. Matt will be a great governor because he doesn't just talk, he's walking the walk.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in tile, to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
I was able to look at everything that I was looking for my new kitchen, including the backsplash and the countertop and the sinks all in one place.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Get your ideal combination of power and capability. And experience hands-free highway driving technology with Ford Blue Cruise, available on select vehicles. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now. Make it 0% APR financing, make it a zero down payment, and make it no payments for 90 days on select Ford SUVs.
Reel in big bucks at Ocean Downs with Hooked on Cash. 5 players will be drawn to go fishing. 3 will land free play, and 2 will net $5,000 cash. Earn entries daily and more on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
An annual charity open car show is back in Georgetown this weekend. The Beachcombers Corvette Club is welcoming all makes and models to First State Chevrolet. The show runs from 8 to 11 a.m. with trophies for the top 30 cars. Proceeds benefit Pathways to Success and the Del Tech Scholarship Fund.
Live look into Ocean City from our Gateway Subaru Cam, 72 degrees. We're falling into the 60s tonight across Delmarva. 5-day UV index. We are at a high level. Sunscreen and sunglasses are going to be your best friends through this week. And remember, you get your latest forecast anytime by calling 443-880-9100. Paul Davis today. We stay dry and calm through most of the week. Humidity levels begin to rise by Friday into Saturday. And we also introduce thunderstorm chances by the weekend.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for joining us for Coast TV News at 11. For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next. We'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.